Hello. How we doing tonight? How are you this Monday night? It is great to have you here on Monday, March the 1st. March 1st, everybody. We are marching forward. How is everything in your world this March? Hey, Rick, how are you? How's things in South Carolina? Hopefully your February finished strong and March is off to a great start. Up to a great start here this March. Hope you're all feeling grateful today. What are you guys grateful for this Monday as we kick off March here tonight? We march forward into March. Is that a thing? Hey, Barb, how are you? How are you tonight? Hope things are great in Pittsburgh. What are you grateful for tonight? Tell me about your Monday and what you are grateful for. Good evening, Adele and Dazzle. Great to have you here tonight. Julie Jankowitz. Boom! Julie's in the house tonight. Great to have you here. Such a great crowd here on March 1st as we're heading forward. Great to have you all here tonight. Tell me what you're all grateful for tonight. That's what I want to know. I want to know what you are grateful for this Monday. We had a really strong start to March today. They were out in force today. People were excited to be out. The stores were busy. We actually were busier. Hey, Kitty, how are you? We were actually busier than Saturday today. I mean, it was nice. It was nice to see all the energy in the stores and some great incoming merchandise and lots of merchandise leaving. Lots going out the door through those registers. Yes, warmer weather is putting people in a good mood and bringing them out, which is really terrific. It really is. It's keeping people busy. It's good. We're getting, tomorrow's our cold day of the week here, but the wind is coming through tonight, and you can feel it getting colder out there. But this is good stuff. This is people are anxious to get out. People are anxious to come in your stores and spend. It's not that they're just coming in. They're coming in and they're spending. And this is a good thing. This is a good thing. So I'm excited about that as we kick off March. Well, let's kick off our Good Morning, Good Night book here tonight. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start this program every night. Every night, that's where we go to. It's our go-to start and finish place. Tonight, if you're following along in the book, we're on page 182. Good morning. Try and face the world with your best self, even if the world doesn't respond in kind. Don't do them, do you. Yes, do you. That is what we do. Well, I got to start off. It would be completely appropriate to start off the day. Hang on a second, I got to get it. From the other side. With the Enterprise Bank calendar. Yes, it is. And it's looking a little heavy. Let's flip that over. We crushed February. February is dirt to us. Curl that up. And out of here. We're into March. Yes, we are. We're into March, people. Look at that glorious 31 days of March. 31 days of March. Don't forget, as a little preview, I don't want to turn the page on you, but a little preview, Easter is the first weekend in April this year. Easter is early. Easter is early this year. First weekend in April, so don't forget that. That is going to be here before you know it. It is. But today, on top of it being the first day of March, it is meteorological spring. Now, I will fully admit I do not know what meteorological spring means, but it is today, which is March 1st, and it has spring in it, and I like that. Okay, I just like that. Meteorological spring starts today, and I'm down with that. Hello, Kelly. How are you? Welcome to the program live tonight on this first day in March. You just missed the tearing of the calendar, but we've got it. We got March. You finished February. You did it, people. You did it. You made it to last March when you didn't think you were going to see April of last year, and here you are at March 2021. March 2021, people. You have made it. You did. And you're at week 50, 51 of this. Week 50/51, depending on where your starting calendar is. And that is amazing. That is amazing. You're amazing. Truly, truly amazing. So I had several emails today, so I'm going to continue sort of on what we were talking about last night. And we talked last night about 5 habits of genuinely relaxed people. 5 habits of genuinely relaxed people. And yes, this time last year we wondered what the heck would, we were debating it. Yes, but here we are. Here we are. 50/51 weeks later, you are here. You are here and you're still standing. Standing better than you ever have. You guys are amazing. Amazing, I'm telling you. And I am so glad. I wouldn't want to be on this journey with anybody else. I wouldn't want anybody else on my bus. You people are amazing. I am glad to have you hand in hand with me as we walk through this. It is truly honored to walk this path with you. But last night we were talking about 5 habits of genuinely relaxed people. Okay, and I had several emails today asking, because I said during there, I'm going to probably add something to this. The best bus. Yes, the best bus. The fun bus, too. The fun bus. I really need an Illinois tour. I'm going to have to, when I can get on the road again, I'm going to have little soirees. We'll have mini get-togethers. On the party bus to Resale Island. I love it. I love it. Yes, we will. I will travel again. I will be, and I'll share part of that, because part of this is always looking forward, respecting where we've been, what we've come through. Okay, understanding the history of what we have come through, what roads we still have to travel, and where we're going. Because we are going places. We are going places. I promise you that. We are going places. So what are 5 habits? 5 habits of truly relaxed people. And the emails that I've gotten today were, you promised another habit. Okay? And you said you were going to add something to it, and you never said what that was. Okay, so I got called out on that. And even my peanut gallery called me out on that. So I've had multiple people call me out on it. So I'm back again with 5 habits, and what's really going to become 6.5 habits of truly relaxed, genuinely relaxed people. And so let's step through that again, okay? Because repetition, okay? Repetition's a word that gets used in advertising, because the more times you see it, the more times you remember it. And I will say repetition in business and in life, in what we do and how we operate and how you operate as a person, is practice, okay? The more you practice a behavior, the more you practice doing something, the more you're able to wrap your arms around it, the more times, one of the things I do is I take lots of notes and, I write lots of stuff down. And if you've ever been in a store where I've been working with somebody, I'm just taking lots and lots of notes down, which sometimes makes people nervous. But that's how I remember things. That's how I'm moving forward, but I'm making notes and I'm recalling things and I'm moving forward while respecting what we went through. So let's toss this around. Let's toss this around. I always forget that you're in Illinois, Kath, but it's great to have you here. It is great to have you here. So what are 5 habits? The 5 habits I covered last night of genuinely relaxed people, okay? And this started as a Self-Care Sunday conversation. They ask for help. That's the first habit. They're not in this alone. They know they're not all alone. They ask for help. Okay? I mean, some of the, when I talk to you guys one-on-one, okay, you're surprised that I have an accountant. You're surprised that I have a business coach. You're surprised, okay? You ask for help. The best players, okay? The best players have a coach, okay? Tiger Woods has a golf coach. Magic Johnson has a basketball coach. I'm not a good sports guy. Tom Brady has a coach, okay? Teaches him to throw that football. Mahomes, who lost the Super Bowl, still has a coach. Okay? You have these things. You ask for help. You work your craft. You work on being better, but you ask for help. You look for people and surround yourself with people who can help you. So, yes, ask for help. That's a habit of a highly, I'm keep on screwing up the title here, genuinely relaxed person. A habit of a genuinely relaxed person is they ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. One of the number one things that I get is I didn't want to bother you. I didn't want to bother you. You're not a bother. You, and especially you. Yes, I'm talking to you. You're not a bother. I see you. I like this quote. Anything that costs you your health, relationships, or happiness is not really success. Anything that costs you your health, relationships, or happiness isn't really success. Oh, Rose, congratulations. I am thrilled to hear that you have a new accountant and that you got your taxes done today. And I'm glad that is off your shoulders. Woo! Just get that off the shoulders there. Relax the shoulders. Relax them. You got this. The number two habit of genuinely relaxed people is they create boundaries. Boundaries. They put up a wall. Not that kind of wall, but a wall. You can't be relaxed if you constantly try to satisfy other people's expectations. And yes, that's true, even if other people are important people, such as your parents or spouse. You don't owe anything to anyone, and the bitter truth is that no one will respect your boundaries if you don't do so. Don't do so. Isn't that great, Rose, when you have someone that listens? Listening is such an important talent. I mean, the old saying, you got 2 ears, 1 mouth. But listening is so important, taking the time to understand things, okay? And oftentimes, even when I'm talking to somebody, I'll restate it to make sure I actually got it, okay? Listening is so important. It is how that? to feel more balanced, you need to learn how to say no. And you need to use that skill frequently. Boundaries, people. Step 3 of 5 habits of genuinely relaxed people is they prioritize their mental and physical health. Mental and physical health. You can't feel relaxed in the long run if you're not feeling fit, healthy, and energized. There's no finish line to your accomplishments. You have to remember that. There's no finish line. It's an infinite game. It's an infinite game, okay? This is an infinite game. Your business is an infinite sphere. Has its own infinite life. Okay, it is an infinite game. You have to set boundaries. You have to set a stop time. You have to say no. You know, because so often there's always one more step you can take and improvements you can make. Made your first million? Better start working on your second. Just finished your first marathon? Now time to run next time. Surviving your first pandemic? You better get ready for the next one. Lost 10 pounds? Work on the next 20. Well, gee whiz, this sounds like a Jewish mother. You're not here to chase goals all the time, okay? You have to prioritize. You have to be in shape. Realize that life is an infinite game, okay? That it's not the most toys. You know? Right, no. Right, you don't have to do that. Your goals should be a means to an end to create a life you genuinely enjoy. So stop neglecting your health for your goals, and start prioritizing yourself over your numbers on a scale or your bank account. And, you know, that is what part of what Self-Care Sunday is all about, is stopping, and refilling your pitcher each and every week so that you have the energy to give it your all each and every week. Okay? That is Self-Care Sunday. Okay? That is what it is all about. They avoid overstimulation. So that is step 4 of 5 habits of genuinely relaxed people, is they avoid overstimulation. Step 4. Okay? There are so many distractions. I mean, I was talking the other day, people, about my watch. It gives me all these notifications. Okay? It's a distraction. It is, just pulling me away from other things. Your phone pulls you away. This thing is so powerful, but it pulls you away from the things that matter most. I mean, that is why it has a place at the dinner table now, but it doesn't need a place at the dinner table. It should not be the place at the dinner table. The person sitting across from you, the person sitting next to you at the dinner table is who should be at the dinner table. Everybody's so used to the interruption of the phone, okay, the text, no, do not let that control your day. Do not let that control your day. I had a discussion with one of my managers today, and she was so proud of herself because I've been trying to get her to break from texting with her staff all the time. That she got a text from somebody on Saturday that they wanted a response, and she didn't respond to it till Sunday. And I'm like, I wouldn't have responded to it via text. I would break them of the habit of sending you texts, okay? A text is, the building is on fire, I called the fire department, wanted to let you know. That's something that needs to get known right now. But there are so many things that don't need you right now, that we use this tool, which is a constant overstimulation and interruption. And this is my favorite quote about overstimulation. Almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. Yes, if you unplug you, If you let your phone battery die, oh, the horror! The horror! If you let your phone battery die, okay? I mean, that would be a horror to most people. Okay? That would be a complete and total horror. But it would be freeing, okay? It would be freeing. It would set yourself free. It would set you free. Yes, Jen, and especially with your boss, you need to implement that. Most stuff doesn't need you now, okay? And if the building's on fire, you should not be the first call. You should not be the first call if the building is on fire. Okay, so make sure you are clear with that, okay, with people, that you are not the first call if the building is on fire. I know that sounds silly, but I've actually had to call and explain that to people before. And the fifth habit of genuinely relaxed people is they stay true to themselves. They're authentic and they show their true self without doubts. Okay, I say it all the time. I'm Neil. This is who I am. I am this way in person. I'm this way after a manmoza. I am this way. I may be louder at times, but this is Neil. This is what you get. Okay, and I am true to my convictions and the way I act and things that I act on that way all the time. I am who as Popeye said, I am who I am. I love me my spinach, but I am who I am. Yes, but that's a nice surprise, Kitty. Yes, plug it in at the other side of the house where you can't hear it. And it isn't a joy when it brings you joy and you open it up and it has an order. But even that, I was getting those notifications and orders all the time, and it is night. I don't need it every minute of the day. I love the cha-ching. Don't get me wrong. I love a cha-ching, a good cha-ching all the time. It is Jewish Christmas bells, I tell you. Jewish Christmas bells when that register rings. But it is not. I do not need it every minute of the day. And, as we work our way through this is a roller coaster. I have talked about that. There are ups, there are downs. There are huge highs. There are deep lows on this pandemic. There is a lot to work through. Hey, Joanne, great to have you here tonight. There is a lot. There is an awful lot to work through. But staying level, staying true to yourself, being you is huge. So that is what the experts have defined as 5 habits of genuinely relaxed people. Again, they ask for help. They create boundaries. They prioritize their mental and their physical health. They avoid overstimulation. And they stay true to themselves. I'm going to go back to mental and physical health for a second. Do not reschedule your doctor's appointment because of something work-related. I hear it all the time. Oh, there was something more important at the store, so I didn't go to the doctor. It was just a checkup. It was just a teeth cleaning. It wasn't a big deal. Okay, I hear that all the time. And I'm going to share this story with you. And it probably won't have, hopefully it'll have enough of an effect. I worked with this old Italian guy, okay? Big guy. and he was quite the demanding guy, okay? And he would he had a deep voice. He would scream. He was very, very demanding on what he wanted and when he wanted it. And to give you an example of the kinds of demands he would make, I used to get phone calls early in the morning from him. And to give you an example, would be like, I waited till 5 to call you, Neil. And you could tell that, for as impatient as this man was, and he was incredibly impatient. He was there watching the clock tick around on his watch, okay? I'm sure it had a second hand and everything, probably wound too. And it would tick around, and as soon as it hit 5, then it was okay to call in the morning. And he was like that, okay? And very, very demanding. So you never wanted to not fulfill something that he was looking for. And one time I was doing something for him, and it conflicted with a doctor's appointment that I had. But I still did it. I rescheduled my doctor's appointment. It was just a routine checkup or a cleaning or something. It was routine. It was nothing critical. And this guy, I mean, you would have thought that I don't know what I did, okay, that I broke religion, that he ringed me up one side and down the other, and every which way but two. I had never been yelled at by this guy in such a way, and he was a demanding guy, but he was like, you will never, ever in your life reschedule a doctor's appointment because of work, because of something that I need, because of you prioritize your health. There is only one you. I mean, ripped me up one side, down the other, and I've never ever forgotten that. And I certainly do not want my people to not prioritize their health. There is only one of them. I don't want them to reschedule a doctor's appointment to cover a shift. I want them to take care of themselves. And in these times right now, it just brings that part of the 5 habits of relaxed people together. Kelly, that is true. I'm glad that you're good at being you. Being someone else is exhausting, is what Kelly says, and Kelly is right. And that's sort of the interview question I told you about last night that I asked people. And that question is, how would a friend describe you? How would a coworker describe you? And how would a family member describe you? And I ask that question because you're looking for the answer. You're looking for the answer to be the same essence. The essence of the answer to be the same. You're not looking for the answer to be the same, okay? You want them to use a couple different flowery words to change the description slightly, but you don't want them to be described as 3 completely different people. Okay, the people that are closest to them, their coworker, their friend, their family member. You want that to be the essence of those descriptions to be the same. So that brings me to tonight. Okay, you guys had asked, okay, Neil, you said, Neil, oops, I'm losing pages here. You said you had another habit of genuinely relaxed people. And, those, that know me and have, walked this path with me this whole year, know that I am generally a pretty laid back kind of guy, that most things don't ruffle my hair, get me out of whack. And so what is that habit that gets it to Neil to be the way Neil is? And I would argue that's a 6th habit of relaxed people. And that habit is I don't worry about what I can't control. If it's beyond my control, why should I spend my energy, my time, my hair? I don't want to have a bad hair day here, people. Okay? Why would I worry about what I can't control? I worry about what I can directly affect, the things that I can affect positively, where I can have a positive effect on things. I take those to heart and I give those deep introspection. But the things that I can't control, I just move on from. Okay? Because that's it. Where's my sign? Hang on a second. We've got all sorts of stuff in here. And that's not to say that I blatantly, that it is what it is, that I'm blatantly accepting everything, that everything is what it is. But if I can't, if it is beyond my control, if it is something that I can have no effect on, I can't affect what the weather's going to be tomorrow. I can't affect that. I can't affect whether it'll be sun shining or freezing rain. But it's always great on Resale Island, I'm telling you. The weather is always fine on Resale Island. I can't affect that, okay? So I don't worry about it, okay? I don't worry that the weather's going to be bad. I don't worry that the weather's going to be good. Anything that is beyond your control. I don't worry about what, somebody else is going to do or think. I don't worry about things that I can't control. I can't control whether you're going to tune in tonight or not tune in. I enjoy having you here live, but so many of you catch the replay, and that's okay. The plane, yes, Kitty. But I don't worry about it. I don't worry about that. And I know that's hard for many. That's hard for many, okay? And the worry is real, but it's really about things that you can't affect. And so that never really bothers me, okay? If I can't affect it, if I can't have an effect on how that will be, then I can move on from it. And that is another habit of genuinely relaxed people. I'm going to add one more half habit, okay, that sort of mixes in with some of the others, okay? And that's as I was listening to an interview with Sir Paul McCartney. They like to call him Sir. I don't know, you get knighted by the Queen and, you get the little sword thing and everything. And, then you're Sir. I'm just Neil. Like Madonna. Okay, I'm Neil. And he was talking in this interview, Paul McCartney was, exactly, Kitty. Don't worry about tomorrow, as tomorrow will have enough troubles of its own. You got it. But he was having he was worried about a bunch of things, and he was worried. Paul was worried about a bunch of different things that were going on, and different things. And his mother, who had already passed, came to him in a dream, and in that dream, he woke up the next morning and wrote the song "Let It Be." Let it be, Paul, let it be. Don't worry about what you can't control. Let it be. Okay, and so if you need a song to sing along with it, let it be, let it be. I'm not going to sing because I'm not allowed to on this show. You guys voted that out early in the pandemic. But, I'm big on anthems. I'm big on music as a driver of attitude, okay? You get up in the morning and you start pumping up the jam. But that is the attitude. It all starts up here, people. It all starts up here, okay? Whether you're going to have a positive day or not, it starts up here. It's not with the customer that walks in your door. It is not with the sales or no sales that you have today. It is the attitude you hop out of bed with in the morning. If you're hopping out of bed with a grateful attitude and a looking forward and an expectant of great things today, great things will happen. If you're hopping out of bed with dread, dragging out of bed with dread, if you're dragging yourself out of bed with dread, dread is what you will have, because it all starts up here. Okay? What you vision is what you become. What you see is what will happen. Your mind is a powerful, powerful thing. And that will lead you down dark roads and bright roads. The choice is yours every morning. The choice is yours every morning. What way are you going to have this mind drive you? Down a bright road or down a dark road? The choice is yours. That is your habits of relaxed people. Relax. Rest your shoulders. You've got this. Yes, you do. You know, this video and everything I talk about, the videos, the files, everything I talk about goes over to narts.org/resalestrong by noon the next day. They're all there, all the files, everything you want. Cook up some dessert with the Resale Strong cookbook. Get some great information. Stay up to date. Never miss an episode. It's all right there, including a direct link to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store, where you can like, comment, subscribe, or ring the Disney bell, so you don't miss another episode. We're going to talk about Disney. We're working on a Disney trip, and I'm going to update you on that, because we got lots of planning going on for that. The Peanut Gallery is working on it, trying to get me away this year, and we are planning a Disney getaway. You can also share narts.org/resalestrong with everybody you know in business. Butcher, baker, candlestick maker, other store owner, doesn't matter what they sell. We want to help everybody get to the other side, and we're going to do it. Yes, we are. Hey, Kim, you snuck in here tonight. Great to have you here. I am here every night at More 8 Than Ish, live in the Narts private Facebook group. That's where you find me. But if you have a question in between, or just want to call me out for leaving something out of a story like you did last night, just email me, Neil, Neil, @ECIstores.com, Neil@ECIstores.com. We start this program every night, with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start it. If you were not here at the top of the program, we're on page 182 today. And our good morning is, good morning. Try and face the world with your best self, even if the world doesn't respond in kind. Don't do them, do you! Our good night tonight is good night. Tomorrow we try again. Rest up. There's your graphics, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah, a meteorological spring party. That's what they call it. I don't know why, but spring is in the word, so it's good. It's good. I don't know when we'll party in person again, but when we do, I will be there with you. But until then, and until tomorrow night at More 8 Than Ish, know that you, and you, but most importantly you, yes you, you're not alone running this store. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. It's time for dessert.